Good evening, my amazing friends on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, across social media channel. This is Raymond Harlal, your friend, your business coach and consultant, founder and president of Local Experts Group. We are a marketing, book publishing, and media company based here in Toronto, Canada. I'd love to see where you're watching from. Right now, I had a very productive evening at the office here. My business partners are gone home for the day, and just before I leave to head home, I just wanted to share on an interesting topic today, and in continuing my series on entrepreneurship and reasons why you should start a business, how to farm a business, what people are scared of the most when it comes to starting a business. And today, and you can see the recent videos that I've done, content-driven videos for you. They're available on my page below. So tonight, I want to talk to you about the 10 reasons why to start a business during a recession. We are in a recessionary period here in North America. It does not mean it's a recession in every single jurisdiction, country across the globe. There are countries that are booming. For instance, my home country of Guyana, where I'm very active. I have multiple businesses, partners, and I'll be traveling there shortly to promote entrepreneurship and to allow students in Guyana, the Caribbean country like Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, to allow students, people wanting to study in Canada. We'll be hosting a job fair and a recruitment fair for people wanting to come and study in a college here in Toronto. So massive things are coming up in the coming months, and I'll be on the ground in Guyana, in Trinidad, in Jamaica. We're looking, if you're my friend and you're in one of these countries and you want to partner with me, or you're now seeing this, you want to be one of our business partner, you want to represent one of our company, one of our brand, you want to be one of our agents, authorized agent for immigration, or you want to run a marketing company under our umbrella, you are going to be welcome to do so. Let's have a chat, and we'll pre-qualify you and let you know what the requirements are for both parties, guys. If you're watching this live or on the replay, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you guys are watching from. As I said, I'm here along Yonge Street in Midtown Toronto, and just before I head home on this winter slushy snow Friday evening, I wanted to cover this topic to continue my series on entrepreneurship and why you should start a business. I'm doing this because I'm a business coach and consultant for other companies, for small to medium companies, and for individual entrepreneur like yourself. That's my journey for success, guys. I started from nothing. I came to Canada as an immigrant. If you haven't heard my story before, I worked as a laborer, going to college, and then I got into in the warehouse. I saw that the forklift operator was making more money, and then I started get my forklift license on the weekend. Then I saw the truck drivers were making money. Then I got my truck driving license on evening and weekends. And then I realized, okay, great, I'm making more money now. But then I realized I have to work an hour to get paid for that hour. And eventually I end up selling my trucking company, and then I'm like, this is interesting. I didn't realize that I've created equity in my cooperation. until it was time to sell my trucks. And somebody said to me, I want to buy your entire company. And that's when I realized I have created equity aside from the truck and aside from the cash flow that I've made and the profits and being employed by my own company as the owner. The company Ray Trucking Services Inc. was worth a good chunk of change, so it was a great bonus for me. And this is where I learned that it's very, very important to start a company, and because a company, a corporation, can be its own individual, for lack of better words. Actually, the right word is its own entity. Raymond Harlal is an entity. I'm a person, according by law. I could have a sole proprietorship, but I prefer to have cooperations. If you want to, I cover the 5 ways to form a legal entity here in Toronto, Canada, or Ontario, or the jurisdiction of in the province of Ontario, country of Canada, is very similar for other countries. So you can see that after this video, you can scroll down my page. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably gonna pop up on this little corner here and say watch that video, or you're gonna see it in the end. A link to the other videos that I'm doing in this series when it comes to entrepreneurships. I really love my home country of Guyana. As you can see, I was featured in the Who's Who magazine for Guyana, and there I am. It was just an honor to be featured in the Who's Who magazine of Guyana. Got a whole page here where I talk about civil entrepreneurship and the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and it was a big honor for me. And as you know, I've written multiple books, and I also own and operate a book publishing company. I've helped over 100 authors write and publish their books, and many of which became best-selling authors on Amazon, and award-winning authors, including the Canadian Author Award and the Global Authors Award, based in the UK. So I just want to get this topic, get into this topic. I've got some notes on my laptop here, so I'm gonna. If you see me looking down a little bit, I'm reading my notes. If you guys are interested, if you're an entrepreneur already, I just launched this new agenda for entrepreneurs, or if you're wanting to become an entrepreneur, guys. It's a daily agenda. It's 365 pages, 1 page for every day of the week, and it makes you accountable. It's the 9 to 5 club. So if you want to start your business, you got to wake up early. You got to stay up late, not the 9 to 5 club. I mean the 5 to 9 club. And I practice what I preach. So as an entrepreneur, guys, I'm still here in the office on a Friday night. That doesn't mean I work every single day, long hours. It does not mean that I do that. I have a wife and I have 2 amazing kids, and I do have spend a lot of time with them. So I have an amazing life. We have lots of vacation. We travel a lot. But when I have projects, if I'm writing a book, I will work for 20 hours a day for a few weeks. And so that allows me to be very focused on the task at hand, so I can finish it in the shortest amount of time, and then I take a break. And then I do another task. Meanwhile, my companies are going, that I run by myself, with my employees, or with my business partners. So let's cover, right now, I want to go into the 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession. Because most time in a recession, you tend to get scared and not start a business. But I want to tell you that I'm starting new businesses let's say every week, maybe not every week. I've started several new businesses just in the last couple of weeks, and I'm about to register a new cooperation in the next few days. because there's amazing opportunity in this time. So I'm going to go over the 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession. If you have a question, leave it in the comment section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment and hit the like button, the notification button. So I'll go over the 10 reasons now, and then I'll go into detail on each of these reasons. Reason number 1, if you're taking notes, lower startup costs. You're gonna have a lower startup costs if you start a business during a recession. Number 2 is reduce competition, because most people are shutting down, businesses are failing that weren't running well. Increase demand for cost-saving measures. Number 3, more affordable real estate. As you can see, I'm in an office building. We just moved into a new office building. It's affordable. We got a great deal. Number 5, high quality talent availability. You're getting great people. Number six, gonna be government support. Government support in a recessionary period. Government steps in and help a little bit more. Number 7, ability to create new markets. Number 8, low interest loans. Number 9, stronger relationship. You build stronger relationship. Number 10, position for future growth. Simply put, if you're starting a business in the worst possible time, it can only get better, right? So I'm gonna go into details on these guys. I do appreciate you guys watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the content I'm sharing. If I miss anything out and you want to add something, please do that. I love your feedback. Positive or negative, it's all great criticisms for me. Okay, I love learning new things and sharing and having a conversation. So if you're joining now, it's a 10 reasons why to start a business during a recession. Number 1, lower startup costs. During a recession, many businesses may be struggling and looking to reduce costs, which can lead to a lower price on equipment and other resources needed to start a business. So you can get deals on computer and printers and desk and chair and all these things. As another business closed down, you don't have to go to the new store just to buy office furniture. You can get an amazing deal. And I do that. I get amazing deal in office furniture when I open a new office. It's great. Why? If you're starting, you want to stay lean. You don't want to overspend, guys. You want to, any money you can save in equipment and startup costs allows you to expand your marketing budget. That's what you want. You want to put money into marketing so you can generate sales. Marketing, generate sales. If you're wondering what's going on with your sales, you need marketing. Why are the large corporations paying millions and millions to sponsor sporting events? Because it's marketing. Marketing brings sales. Sometimes you may not see it. You may not know how many people saw a billboard or how many people saw the name or the offer on the back of a bus, but it does drive sales, because the more you see something, you become familiar with it. And now with social media and video marketing and content-driven marketing, which is what I'm doing, I'm giving you content, amazing content, and I'm also telling you about my services as a business consultant and a business coach, and making myself available to you at every level, right? I love helping startup guys because that's my story. I started from nothing and I made it a business. So I want to make myself available to you. If you can't, it's hard to find a mentor sometimes when you're little or you just have an idea. And I would like to guide you in the right direction because I've been there and done that. Number 2 reason why to start a business during a recession: reduce competition. With some business shutting down during a recession, there may be less competition for new businesses to compete with. So um, there's a market opening for you. So older business may have high overhead. They may have during the boom, the economic boom, they may have gotten a big office building. They may have hired a lot of employees, and all of a sudden, a big corporation is very difficult to downsize quickly, and so some of them may end up filing for bankruptcy or closing down or moving to a different country. So now this creates a great opportunity for entrepreneurs, startups, small businesses to come in and fill that void and offer your product or service, and you'll have easy customer or clients or cash flow and sales. 3, increase demand for cost-saving measures. A recession can lead to consumers becoming more price conscious. In a recession, everybody looks for a deal, which can create an opportunity for businesses that offer cost-saving products or services. So when you start up, you start up a lean operation. You're using technology, and you're creating a great product for the market at a lower cost. Then it's amazing. It's amazing for you to compete with price. I don't love competing with price. I rather separate myself by quality, by service, by customer service, by delivering a higher level of service. But if it's a general product and people don't mind, and they don't really compare and contrast, then price is usually great, right? So for the purposes of starting during a recession, when people start looking for cost savings, it's easier for a smaller company to compete with a bigger company that has logistical overhead, and they might rent warehouses or own warehouses. They might have 40 trucks, transport trucks, and then their sales come down, and now they have this big overhead of having all these drivers and laborers and movers of material and goods and services, and they don't have the customer to support them, and so they're not able to drop price because they're already losing revenue. But if you're small and you're just coming out, you're able to come out with a lower price product or service. Number 4, more affordable real estate. And what does real estate have to do with business? Investing in real estate is a business, but this is not relating to investing in real estate. This is probably if you're looking to buy real estate, I don't recommend doing this unless you have a lot of capital in your bank account, or you've raised a lot of startup money, and so then you can actually purchase real estate, which could be very smart during a recession. But most importantly, you can rent amazing office spaces at low cost. Most importantly, you can even sublease, because in commercial real estate, sometimes the existing business or the tenant has a 5 or 10 year lease, and then they're tied to that lease agreement, and so they're not able to shut down completely. They may not even use the commercial space and would be happy to have somebody sublease the space. So the value of commercial real estate may decrease during a recession, which can make it more affordable for new businesses to secure a location. Location is amazing. guys, during a recession, you do want to secure a location. Um, High quality talent availability. Number five, you have higher quality human resources available. As large corporation, all of you hear every day on the news. Twitter lay off this many. Facebook lay off this many. Google is laying off because their stock prices are dropping. Interest rate has risen, and so capital becomes harder to get. Or liquidity is becoming less and less, and so large corporations are not able to maintain their standards of having large workforce. So they're cutting back to ensure that their stock prices don't fall as much. Because that's what they have to do. They're a publicly traded company, most of them, and they have to make sure. Michael McBean is watching, my amazing friend and co-author and business partner. I love all the loves I'm getting, Michael. Number 6 on the 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession is government support. Governments may offer financial assistance and tax incentive to businesses that start during a recession to help stimulate the economy. So there's lots of grants, loans that are available to startups, especially if you're a certain if you're considered young in a younger age bracket, or you have a minority status. People of color or women businesses. There's lots and lots of programs available out there to help you get started. I love grants because you don't really have to pay back a grant. It's like a gift, and so it's always amazing to find grants when you're starting a business. It's a great gift. It limits your financial contribution out of pocket. It actually gives you a higher success rate because money is very important when you're starting a business. As again, all the extra money you can conserve on the other operational activity of your business can go into marketing. Marketing is what drives sales. You need marketing to get sales. So I'm a great believer of always investing in marketing. Number 7 on the 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession is the ability to create new markets. A recession can lead to changes in consumer behavior and create opportunities for businesses to create new markets and products. As you can see right now, technology is dominating. So all ways of doing things we're transitioning as a society. We have higher speed internet now. We're more connected through internet and technology and the cyberspace. And now there's AI is coming out. It's going to be a wild new horizon as it comes to business, guys. And you guys, now is the time to jump on it. Whatever industry you're in or was in before, now is the time to couple that traditional industry with technology. You have to do that. If not, you're going to get left behind. So new markets are created during a recession. Some old stuff are people realize they're not as what they don't meet the test, the strain test, the stress test of a recession, and so they break. Tech companies is one of them. The big Silicon Valley tech companies are laying off thousands and thousands at once. So it's California is going to get a big hit in employment and in unemployment, and so you have to know what's going on in the world. Also, we do have tensions in terms of war. Not only do we have a recession, a liquidity crisis, and the stock market crashing, and the housing market correcting, in large inflated markets a whole lot, and some market not that much. Where I'm invested in real estate in Florida, it's actually still on the uphill, and I don't foresee it coming down because the median home prices are still around or below the country's average when I start investing there. So you have to look at a macro picture when you start a business, and this is why it's important, guys. I'm not just selling myself. I want you to succeed. I'm making myself available and my services available for you to have a conversation about the businesses that you want to start. Okay, so we can go over it. We can go over the life cycle of your business, the different departments, a worst case scenario, best case scenario, average for other businesses in that area, in that particular industry. And so it's really, really important that you hire a coach, a business coach, or a business consultant. If you're now starting, you do need some help. Find somebody that can help you along the way. If you can't afford a coach, maybe you can't afford the business. You might have family that are in business. You can go and work for them. You can go and volunteer for them. You learn so much more working in a small business or in a startup or in a company where you get to wear many hats. If you go in a large corporation, you come in as a bookkeeper, you're gonna only see bookkeeping. You come in as a receptionist, you're only gonna see front desk operation. You come in accounting, you're probably only gonna be in one department, which is you might be the accounts receivable person or the accounts payable person, and that's all you see. So you don't learn a whole lot if you haven't run a business before, or this is your first time wanting to start a business. I really recommend that you start working for a small business where the boss gives you everything to do. The more job description you can do for the boss, the owner of the company, the better. It's your opportunity to get paid while learning about a business. So I highly recommend go and do any entry-level job. Master that position that the boss hire you for. Every time they ask you, can you do this? Or you can say, hey, if you need help with that, I can help. And that's your time to experiment in a real world scenario on how it goes, guys. School is great. Having a bachelor's, a certificate course, diploma, 2 years diploma, advanced 3-year diploma, a 4-year degree, a master degree, a PhD is great. These are all great. But when we're talking about starting a small business, you want to have day-to-day knowledge of how a business in your industry operate. Or even if it's not in your industry, you still have to learn basic skills like sales, marketing, bookkeeping, accounting, how to answer the phone, how to follow up, customer service, showing up early, leaving late. It's not always 9 to 5. You're not going to find 9 to 5 when you're starting your own business. Not at least in the beginning. Not at least even when you have employees. You have to be the leader. If you come late, you won't know if everybody else is coming late. If you leave early, you won't know if people stop working half an hour before time to go home, and then they're out to the door before 5, right? Now, let me continue on the list of the 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession. Number 8, low interest loans. Low interest loan. During a recession, the central bank may lower interest rates, which could make it easier for new businesses to access capital at a lower cost. Currently, this may not be available because interest rates are being hiked here in North America. However, in my home country of Guyana, interest rates are on the way down because they're having a massive economic growth because we've just found oil. And so our GDP is about to double over the next few years, several times over. And so you can find, you might be here in Canada and say, okay, we're in a crisis, or the market is not good, but you can find markets where if you're investing in real estate, for example, you want to be in an area where it's actually on the rise, which is like Florida or my home country of Guyana, which is where I invest in real estate. But for businesses, you can start a business anywhere. And this is why I'm doing this live today, is that you can actually be better off starting a business in a recession. Number 9, stronger relationships. By operating during a recession, it may help to build a stronger relationship with suppliers, customers, and employees, as they will be more loyal to the business that helped them during tough times. So you want to stick it out, guys. You don't have to look for the biggest profit during a recession. You want to look for momentum, continuity. You want to be in business throughout. You don't want to shut your business down. You don't want to close your business down. You don't want to go bankrupt with your business. You want your business to survive tough times. And if your business survives tough times, you know it's going to be great during good times. Number 10, the last point I have for you on why you should start a business during a recession is positioning for future growth. By starting a business during a recession, it can help to position the business for future growth when the economy improves. And so in tough times, you're going to have good times coming ahead. Although it may not seem possible, it's going to get better. Sometimes it gets worse, then get better. But that's the economic cycle, guys. There's always recession in the capitalistic society that we live in here in North America, most especially. There is going to be recessions. There's going to be rise and fall. And it happens on a daily basis. If you invest in stocks, you will see stocks are up, stocks are down, stocks are up, stocks are down. Now it's even worse with social media and Twitter. Somebody can tweet something and the stocks go up or the stocks go down. And so I really, personally, guys, if you are investing in stocks, I don't recommend it. I don't do it anymore. I tried it out. I wanted to see what the whole hype was. And it's the same as gambling for me. It's like, you're not doing anything. It's an educated guess. And most time you are the last one to know. And it's manipulated by institutions. And people always, somebody knows it first. Excuse me. So I don't feel comfortable having a CEO or a whole bunch of people, maybe 100, 1,000 people before me, knowing what's going on or making decisions about a business, and then my stocks go down, or sometime it go up, and then it's not fulfilling for me. I want to be able to create a product or service, offer it to the public, to my clients, to my customers, and be sure they're satisfied. Particularly for my personal fulfillment, I'm all about educating, helping you to become a better version of yourself. If you have a passion, if you have a vision, you have a mission, you have an ambition to start a business or do something great or leave a legacy, by leaving your business to last forever, you can hand your business down to your kids. And guys, you have to make sure you look at the video that I do on the different ways to farming a business, an entity. Because if you are a sole proprietorship, God forbid, that if and when you die, that company dies with you. So please look at the video I did for you guys. And I am always in favor of corporations. There's exceptions to the rule. That is, if you have a full-time job, you may want to start a side gig as a sole proprietorship from a home office. And then there's lots of extra tax benefits for doing that. Again, I'm not a certified tax expert. I can only tell you what I did and the success I gained, just so we don't get in any legal issues on this. However, each of you, your idea, your passion, your vision, it's particular to you. I have a gift, I have a talent to be able to listen to you and understand your idea, your passion, and help you grow and build that, rather than say, hey, I think you should do that. No, I don't try to steer you in my direction. I actually help to develop what you've got. Of course, you're paying me as a consultant. I have to give you my professional opinion. If I know, if you tell me, hey, I want to change, I want to have 1 million clients, then you probably can't do something small. So I'll have to say, okay, maybe you have to think bigger, right? So we start from your vision, your mission, your ambition, your desire, your how you want to impact the world. Raymond, thanks for always sharing your knowledge and experience. Nadia, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I look forward to working with you. Let's do some business together. And just a great video. Be sure to watch it actually on the replay, because it actually is one for you. I know you want to start a business. 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession. Great topic that I covered today, and it's actually going to help you get over. Well, it should help you get started on a business. And guys, this is just one part of many series that I've done before, and I'm going to keep adding more videos on. And these are general knowledge stuff that I put together. I'm also writing a book on the content. But guess what? If you want a fast start, if you want to go fast and succeed quickly, you've got me. I'm the one that can advise you, coach and mentor you along the way, and put all my knowledge, skills, experience, resources into your company for you to be a success. There's no losing, guys, because when you win, I win. The bigger your business become, the more success is it for me, for you, for your customers, for your brand, for your product, for your services. And so being an entrepreneur is actually one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. And if you Google my name, you will see I have many awards for entrepreneurship along the way. I've wrote a book on entrepreneurship, the handbook to becoming the handbook to entrepreneurship, how to win in any market. That's available on Amazon. If you'd like an autographed copy, you can get that book from me or one of my 20 other co-authors that are in that amazing book. And that was a book that was done before COVID. We have several other books coming out in the near future. Book launch date's gonna be announced soon. Several new book titles we're gonna be publishing this year. So many amazing things. If you are somebody who always wanted to write a book, I'd love to hear from you too. A book, and when I say start a business, I'm talking traditional business, product or service, or it can also be a coaching, consulting business, and I can help you do that. And you start from having a book. You may say, "Hey, who am I to have a book?" I'm sure you're an expert in one area. If you go on YouTube, guys, you will see silly videos or stuff that you think everybody knows, but there's millions of views for it because somebody needed to know that. And so, similarly with a book, you can become the authority. The authority. I wrote the book, The Handbook to Becoming the Authority, and in that book, I teach you how to how to position, package, and promote yourself as the expert in an industry, so you can profit and help other people live their dreams, and along the way leave a legacy. So if you've always considered writing a book, I highly recommend my publishing company. It comes with advice from me and our other team members in the book publishing house, and so I highly recommend for you. If you're a realtor, if guys, the real estate market's not gonna be doing well during a recession. Why? Let me bust this bubble for you guys. Your house price did not lose a whole lot of money. So don't think, "Oh, my house fell 100,000. It didn't really. What happened? The bricks are not cheaper. The windows are not cheaper. Nothing's cheaper. With inflation, everything costs more. And so if you have a long-term mortgage, do not sell your house. Don't be scared. It's like similar to a stock market. You only lose money when you sell. And again, I do not promote the stock market. I want you guys to bet on yourself. This is why I'm promoting entrepreneurship. It's about betting on yourself, building a business, no matter how hard it is, no matter how many times you fail. All it takes is one successful business to be financially free and leave a legacy forever. So keep going after your dreams. I was mentioning about if you're not, the only reason you would sell if your mortgage come due and you're in a short-term term mortgage. So if you have a 5-year variable or a 1 year, if you have private, if you took private money on a fix and flip, you want to get out of that pretty quick because private money is going up. If you're in a short-term mortgage loan, you want to get out of that, or try to find alternative ways to refinance. Try not to lose your asset right now, as the market is low right now. Probably will be tanking some more here in Toronto, in cities like New York, cities like California, especially if we're on the verge of more geopolitical issues with the big country, Russia and Ukraine, or China and Taiwan. It's going to be rocky before it gets better. This is why I did the video today. 10 reasons why you should start a business during a recession. Really, really, really important, guys. If you guys are in real estate, you need some advice, I can help you with that. As an investor myself, not as an agent, but as an investor, real estate is business. I have cooperation. Cooperation owns real estate. So that's a business, a great business, but it's for long-term, long-term stable equity, building equity, um, cash flow, a great retirement policy, better than government retirement benefits, right? If you can have a house, you can rent it out, and over 30 years, tenant pays off that mortgage, then it's paid off. By the time you retire, you have no mortgage on it. So you can live off of that cash flow tax free. So phenomenal ways to create your own best life. Be financially free, guys. That's why I teach entrepreneurship, because I want you guys to be financially free, because the markets goes up and down like this, but you still need food every day. You still need water. You still need clothes. You still need shelter every day. You have kids. They cost a pretty penny. You still need a vehicle to drive every day, right? So if you're depending on a market that fluctuate and economic cycles that goes up and down, and when war happens, we have nothing really as an individual. I'm not going to go into to global politics, but as an individual, I had nothing to do with Russia-Ukraine war as an individual, but I'm affected, and a lot of people are affected. And if there's more rocky areas for war, and guys, for all of humanity, there's always a war going on. So don't, although I love world peace, and it'd be great, history shows us that there's always conflicts, especially border conflicts between countries. And so, as much as it's sad, this should not dictate your personal life in the future. I want you to understand this. I don't support wars. I'm not for it. I'm for peace, world peace. However, history shows that there's always been war throughout society, ancient society. I think there's only been a small period of time, maybe a century of no war. Of all of human history, just 100 years of no war. And that was during a horrible time in our history, where it was the Great Plague, or the Black Plague, I think it was. And so you cannot let external forces, influences, things that you and I have no control of, control our personal life. Yes, these things are happening. Interest rates are going up. Inflation is happening. Yes, COVID happened. It may come back. Who knows? But we have to live. We have to continue to live and strive and be positive. So I'd love, guys, for you to, if you always wanted to start your own business, I'm a business coach and consultant. Reach out to me by social media, text me, message me on Facebook, Instagram, leave a comment on YouTube, and I'll get back to you guys. Thanks for watching. If you love the content, if you found the content helpful, I look forward to hearing your feedback. I love getting your messages, and I look forward to seeing you guys in person one day soon. I'll be in Guyana, South America, my home country, in a few months. I have several businesses there. We'll also be in Trinidad and Tobago and the beautiful island of Jamaica. Myself and my team, my business partners, and with our immigration and recruitment business, we'll be going to these countries to help offer immigration services and college consulting services, consular service, to bring international students and foreign workers to Canada. As you know, the government of Canada, the Liberal government, has just announced they want almost 500,000 new permanent residents this year. They've done it last year, so I'm sure they're going to be doing it this year, if not exceed it. Then these are permanent residents, that's their target, because we're having a declining the declining workforce here in Canada. It's a big country, lots of resources, but we're not having, our birth rate is not that great here in Canada and even in the U.S. So this is why immigration is what the government needs to drive the economy. And immigration is actually one thing that has saved Canada during COVID from collapsing. And so the government has found a way to keep our economy sustained by bringing in new immigrants. And as you can see, I'm strategically positioned with my business partners and others and companies that I have shares in to allow for students, to help students, international students in their home country to come and study in Canada and return home to make their home a better place. There's different paths, of course, and this is where my immigration consultant partner, Minerva McBean, comes in handy, because she's the one that handles the immigration consulting part of it. So if you guys have any immigration matters concerning pertaining to Canadian status, permanent, temporary, work, visit, whatever it is, change of status, reach out to me. I'll refer you to her, and she's just a phenomenal person, very knowledgeable, licensed, authorized to be a immigration consultant in Canada. And also, when we come to these Caribbean countries in the next month, we'll be not only helping people to come to Canada, but if you're an entrepreneur and you live in one of these countries or anywhere, and you'd like to refer clients to us, we have a special program for that, and you can earn commission for doing that. And even there's a pathway to become an authorized agent for us, so we can have a local place for people to come and access our immigration services, based in Toronto, head office in Toronto, but we can operate globally. So this is something that we'll be doing in the coming months. If you want to be a part of that, if you guys want to attend in person, if you're a business and you want to sponsor some of these events in these countries, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to come along on the trip, there's different opportunities for you to partner with us. And one of my business is called the Power of Collaboration, and my events business for events and seminar business is called the Power of Collaboration. So I always love collaborating. And in my books, my books that I publish, I have a particular handbook series of books that I do, and that's another one of my brand, the Handbook 2 series. And I bring in experts in different areas. We have one on health and wellness, we have one on entrepreneurship, we have one on mentorship, we have one coming out very shortly. It's called the Handbook to Focus Forward Civility, with a group of amazing mentors and people who has went through tough times in their life, and they have came out victoriously. Most of them are in the U.S. We've got some in Canada, and this is a book that's coming out very shortly. So we have amazing success in helping people become the better version of themselves. And this is why here on a Friday night, I'm here in the office as an entrepreneur, shooting content for you guys. And it's so simple, and it's easy, but guess what? This content lives on forever. Forever it's going to be on YouTube. Forever it's going to be on Facebook. Next year, Facebook going to say, hey, Raymond, you've got a memory. And then I'll go through it. I'm like, oh, amazing. And I'll read your comments now. I'll read your comments next year. And 2 years from now, Facebook going to say you have a memory from 2 years ago. And it's just phenomenal. And of course, it's going to be on YouTube also to live on forever. Most importantly, this content that I'm sharing with you is for me to share freely, and also for me to compile into a new book that I'm doing, a solo book that I'm doing. And guys, if you have any question pertaining to starting a business, scaling your business, I mean, making it bigger, getting more sales, more locations, speak to a consultant, guys. I'm one. I'm available. If you know one that you worked with before and you're satisfied with, then work with them. It's always, if you're staying small, we run the risk of the business failing. You have to go big, smartly though. There's different structure how to go big. Again, if you're too big in a recessionary period, you may not be able to sustain. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching to the end. If you're catching this on a replay, be sure to listen to the entire thing. If you want to watch different topics that I did the 7 fears people have for not starting a business. I did the 5 different, I did a video on the 5 ways to farm a business. I did the 5 steps to go from employee to entrepreneur. Today I'm covering the 10 reasons why to start a business during a recession. Tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to be covering how to write a business plan. Phenomenal. You have your idea in the head, you have to put it on paper. Okay, that's when it becomes a real reality. Okay, in the head is only an idea. It could be a dream, it could be a nighttime dream or a daytime dream. And we have thousands, if not millions, of ideas floating in our head on a daily basis, every moment of the day. We daydream sometimes. Somebody's like, hey, what are you thinking about? Because you could be sitting there and go like this. And people can tell you're daydreaming, right? So sometimes you could be like, sometimes I'm a guy. Guys are known for like just zoning out. And sometimes I'm known for, my wife would say, what are you thinking about, Raymond? I'm like, I can't tell you, it's so weird. I'm thinking about business sometimes, most times. How I can make my businesses better, and how I can help other entrepreneurs like you guys help and create new entrepreneurs so you can become financially free. And why I do this, guys? It's time to bet on yourself. I'm willing to bet on you guys, but you have to bet on yourself. I bet on me and it worked out. So I'm the prototype, right? I just today I got a message from a great guy, and he says, Raymond, I read about your story in a magazine and you inspire me, and I want to be like you one day. And so I'm like, really? That's so awesome. I'm like, just so you know, I'm still a regular guy. He's like, no, you're not a regular guy. And I'm not sharing this to like show off or anything. I'm always humble. I like to stay humble. That way I'm down to earth. I'm always approachable. I help as many people as I can. I don't like being taken advantage of and being abused in terms of over sharing on my side and helping without compensation. It's just not a fair trade, right? I'm gonna lose interest, and so we like to keep an open level of, hey, you want a service from me? Here's what it'll cost. Here's a timeline. Let me listen to you. That's a great idea. Or I could say, no, I don't work with everyone, by the way, because if I know that maybe you're not gonna be successful because it's a tough industry, or maybe because you don't have the capital to start that heavy capital driven business, I may refuse to work with you. I will also tell you that maybe it's going to be a tough one, because you should probably choose a different industry. I'm not going to be a coach and a mentor and say, yeah, great, it's going to work, because I win only when you succeed personally. Okay, I want successful new business owners, successful entrepreneurs. I'm passionate about creating success stories, guys, so we can put it in a book. Then you write a book on it. Who knows? One day you have a movie on how amazing how amazing was your journey and the things you overcame and who you are today, right? So thanks for watching. I better head home. It's Friday night. It was great to share this time with you, and I really, really do appreciate all of you that are joining, leaving comments, hitting me up with private messages, wanting to partner in some way, wanting me to consult for your business, your existing business, or your new business. Also, if you have a business that's not doing well and you don't know what to do, you're getting tired, you're ready to retire, you're getting old, or your kids don't want the business, or you're having trouble with managing employees, or something, some unexpected, something that happened to you and your business is now on a dunghill, but it used to be a phenomenal business. And there are ways to save it. So I also look at businesses that are not doing well, and we fix it. We help to make the supply chain and the business better and strong. It could be just one thing, just one area that's not doing well, right? So there's many, many ways to start, scale, save your business, or sell your business, okay? When I say sell your business, it means exit. You can actually have a big lump sum. You can have a great payoff just to sell your business to somebody else and move on to the next good thing, or retire on the amount that you receive, or you can take your business public. And so there's many, many ways, or you can build your business in such a way you can franchise it to others. I have multiple franchise opportunity available. I have registered agent opportunity available. If you want to start your business but you're not sure, or you don't have the capital, I have commission-based opportunity available that you can use capital, use money from that, generate income, and then invest in your business. Or, as I said, go work for a small business owner and figure out how they run their stuff. You'll be able to see what they do good or what they don't do good. Then go to another one, and you will learn so much just by doing that, guys. Thanks for watching again. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.